WU.
Your cell phone bill is what's up. All this texting.
OMG, INBD.
It is a big deal. Who are you texting 50 times a day?
IDK, my BFF Jill.
Tell your BFF Jill that I'm taking away your phone.
TISNF.
Me paying this bill, that's what's SNF.
Now too much texting is NBD. Cingular brings you unlimited texting, just $5 more a month. And get an LG broadband phone free. The new AT&T. Your world.
Folks, I've been looking back on a lot of interesting information. And here's something I found. This is another piece of the puzzle. And it's coming straight from Cingular. If you remember Cingular, the cell phone company. They had a PSYOP division. Do you remember that commercial? The mom is freaking out at her phone bill because her daughter's been texting to her friends. And the mom says, who have you been texting? And she says, IDK, my BFF Jill. And then not just texting, but using this strange language, like the way that they communicate. And then the daughter is questioned. And the daughter says, TISNF. TISNF, meaning that's so not fair. And the mom says, well, I'm going to turn off your phone. And now, what does the daughter say? Well, she gets defensive. And the mom goes, this phone bill, that's what's TISNF. But remember the real line there. The real line that we get is IDK, my BFF Jill. Let me tell you something about BFF Jill. This isn't just some girl's name for her friend. She's a handler, all right? Just think about this. So if we go back to what we discussed, this is on the other side of the Chef Boyardee cam. It's monitoring, transmission, triangulating locations, feeding data back to, yes, you're correct if you're thinking the name, General Mills. You think it can be rolled into a house by accident? No, all of this, all these devices, they're listening devices. BFF Jill in this commercial is a field operative. It's a triggering statement. And so your kid stays distracted while they're hearing this. And then this is back, of course, years ago. But we have to keep asking the real question. Why do kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? And this code speak, it's not slang. It wasn't, it's neuro-linguistic programming. You see, OMG, remember in the commercial she says, OMG. This is a trigger phrase. TISNF. That's the interesting part. What is TISNF? That is so not fair. Do you really think that's what they would do? You see, internal neural disruption broadcasts are a real phenomenon. They're sending signals through each of these commercials, texts, and so on. For Kids Bop, through, say, the Stanley Steamer carpet cleaner, they had carpet lawns. And now we look back at these commercials and we see all the way back to Cingular cell phones, billing statements. You ever wonder why the mom's confused in the commercial? It's because she's not part of the system. She was outside of the loop. She is seeing the symptoms, but not the source, which is the goal. Divide the generations. Keep parents in the dark while kids are being reprogrammed by, this is going to sound insane, but it's the truth, by cinnamon swirls. All right? This is a full spectrum operation. General Mills asked the question in the ads, why do kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? And now as we look through all of this through that lens, we're getting close to the answer. And they are deploying, through the algorithms, they're deploying Chef Boyardee cans again. people are seeing the videos. They're seeing hamburger helper mascots. And now people are seeing those J.G. Wentworth Viking operas. And now text-based infiltration via IDK, my BFF Jill. I don't know. And this is getting very strange. So the next time you watch a child text, watch for these terms, right? Because behind every emoji, every slogan, every acronym, there is something we have to look out for. And that, my friends, all of you need to know, is a cinnamon swirl. And the truth that they don't want you to taste. Why do kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?